What's up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly wrap-up with Councilwoman Jamie Torres and DJ Konz. What's up, Jamie? How we doing today?
We are good. How are you, Konz?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, it's Friday. Can't complain. We made it to the end of the week, and here we are.
It's like almost the end of summer. I can't even think about that yet.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. Time flies so quick. When you're being all responsible and doing things you're supposed to, time flies.
Adulting is hard. It's hard. Well, welcome everyone. This is the weekly wrap up.
Oh yeah.
Me and DJ Konz join up and give some updates about District 3, updates from council. And so happy to kick off. Happy Friday. It is July 12th. And just want to give a shout out. We've done some really important stuff those last 2 weeks in City Council. The first has been collective bargaining. So Council will be asking voters to approve the ability for city employees to collectively bargain, so to create union bargaining groups. And so Council passed all major amendments to this bill on Monday. The title changed though, so we have to bring it back through for 2 more readings in council. But I think it's in its final form. And so this will be the one that council will be voting on to pass on to the November ballot. Police and fire hiring changes. So this is one that I'm sponsoring along with Councilwoman Sandoval. This allows non-citizens who are qualified, who are work authorized, to apply to the Denver Police and Denver Fire Departments. This comes for final vote next Monday, and if it's passed, it'll also be on the November ballot. The Denver Health Sales Tax has already passed out of council. That will be on the November ballot. And then the mayor's affordable housing sales tax, you may have read about in the news. It has not yet been introduced, so we have not voted on this yet. They've given us a first presentation or briefing only. It comes to committee next week. So in the next few weeks, we'll figure out the path on this one, but I still have a lot of questions about that. And then on Monday, we passed a rezoning package that I sponsored to follow up on the West Area Plan. So it included mostly the First and Knox corridor, kind of the downtown Barno area, and then 2 primary areas for affordable housing. So that was the big focus for me in following up on West Area Plan and when it comes to zoning. When it comes to other things, we're doing some really awesome follow-up to West Area Plan. Konz, if you'll remember, we've talked a lot about food access in that plan. And we've partnered with Revision and with Denver Urban Gardens on some major efforts to do more urban farming and community gardening and food forests in West Denver. So that is a direct follow-up to the West Area Plan, as well as tree canopy. So making sure that trees are included in our infrastructure projects. So all of those things have been great follow-up that I've loved seeing kind of the transition for.
Yeah, and shout out to Westwood for doing that. I mean, they have the farm behind Revision right now, and it's so amazing to see how the community comes together and make it go. It's amazing. It's amazing.
100%. Love it. Love it.
Yeah,
Go for it. Yeah, I'll kick it over to you, Konz.
So let's talk about leadership transition. And I just want to say, Jamie, congratulations. We're proud of you for being, representing our district. But your time as council president has come to an end, which, hey, got to transition leadership, right?
It's true. I've been vice president, so pro tem for 2 years, and then president for 2 years. So it's been definitely an amazing experience.
Nice. Well, is there anything that sticks out during your time as president that you are most proud of?
There's a lot of things, but I think what's been the most kind of powerful for me has really been welcoming in a new class of council members, and being there as a mayoral transition occurs as well. And so playing a major role in that and making sure that it was smooth and folks felt supported and educated and ready to serve was, I think, one of the biggest responsibilities that I could have taken on from a council member seat. So that was, I think, a big and valuable part of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we appreciate all the hard work you've done, you know what I mean, and continue to do, as president, and as councilwoman, you know what I mean. Thank you for representing the district, and just look forward to you continuing to work in the district and doing amazing things. District 3 is an amazing community, and to be representing that community is awesome. One of the thriving communities, and just everybody kind of comes together and gathers, and there's always something going on in District 3 too, so it's a fun community as well.
There really is, and that's like a good segue to one of the big changes that's going to happen in council next week. We're going to be launching a new committee that's going to be focused on the South Platte River and about a half-mile boundary on both sides of that river. So all of the major projects that might be happening along the riverbanks, it's going to come to a new committee. And so we really need to create a portrait for the city of all of the new work that's going to be happening along our South Platte River. It's an important corridor for us, and we often don't think of it as a primary corridor. We think of it as our back door, right? And we've got to start thinking about it more as a primary asset, and how development right along it, and new parks and pedestrian safety and waterway resiliency and flood mitigation. All of those things come into play along that corridor. So how will that impact community? So that'll be a big focus of a new committee starting next week.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the reasons, and what are the reasons they're focusing on that area for the flood mitigation and
So it
stuff like
started
that?
with that for sure. Yeah, I mean, we have family that probably remember the 1965 flood of the Platte River. So we've got a huge partnership with the Army Corps of Engineers to address some of those concerns with the Platte. But Konz, we've got the Elitch's property that's going to be developing soon. We've got proposals for Ball Arena. We've got the Stadium District, and this is just in District 3. And the old rail yard, Burnham Yard. And so all of those things are happening just in my district along the river. And we're not talking about how they affect each other and how they'll affect the whole city. And so that's what we hope will happen in this committee for everything from, the top of Denver all the way to the bottom.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So a couple meetings are going to be coming up that I want to let folks know about. Two important meetings. July 17th, we're talking about safety improvements between Knox Court and Alameda and 8th Avenue. So this is on July 17th from 5 to 7 p.m.
And why are they focusing on this area as well here, Jamie?
Yeah, it's a good question, right? Because we know that there's only two ways through our neighborhoods across 6th Avenue, and that's one of them is Knox Court. So it's a key north-south connection that crosses gulches and highways and makes it especially important for us to gather community impact on the opportunities for those as we see more traffic, more people, more bicycles. So just super important.
Yeah, and those are always important meetings to show up and let them know what you need from your city. You know what I mean? So show up, and voice your opinion and voice your needs. You know what I mean?
100%. And then equally important, if you participated in the community safety meeting around Villa Park and West Colfax back in May, it was at Mulroy Opportunity Center. There's going to be a follow-up meeting. And so this is the chance to talk about what's been the follow-up, if there been any significant changes, what still needs to happen. So that's going to be July 23rd at the Mulroy Opportunity Center, which is in the Denver Housing Authority West Ridge location, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So we will share announcements about both of those meetings coming up. And then I love this every year. It is hot every year, but it is the most fun. The Colorado Dragon Boat Festival. It started in 2001. Konz, if you can remember that, I feel like it's been around all my life. At Sloan's Lake Park in Denver, and it runs July 27th and 28th at Sloan's Lake.
Yeah, and they have a lot to see for a 2-day event. 1 year, a long time ago, I got the opportunity to be a part of that event, and it's always stuck in my head of like how amazing it is. It's an experience.
It totally is. And this is the biggest Dragon Boat Festival in the country. They had over 200,000 people for the entire event last year. So it's a total marketplace. It is art. It is performance. It is a whole cultural experience. So looking forward to that and spending some really wonderful time with our community.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then you're going to be sharing the information for all that, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah, of course. And if you don't see it on our social media, just drive by Sloan's Lake that weekend. You can't miss the tents and all the people. And they are usually on the northwest corner of Sloan's Lake. And then, of course, all the boats, right? The competition itself takes place all day, both of those days. So.
Nice. Awesome.
Right on. All right. That's all I got, Konz. Do you have any shout outs?
I just wanted to say, shout out to everybody out there, District 3. Shout out to everybody. Shout out Junior Joker Foundation. We have a big event coming up tomorrow and Sunday, and actually tomorrow night as well, advocating for men's mental health, bowling for brain health, and we got the Speak Up Cypher. It's going to be a rap battle where everybody has to compliment each other instead of put each other down. So let's go. Let's change the culture. And
I love that twist.
Yeah. Let's really put the MCs to the challenge and see if they could give compliments instead of insults. Let's go.
That's awesome.
Shout out Jamie. Shout out the whole team.
Konz.
Thank you guys.
Have a good Friday.